mean, these sort of movies, they have a sort of a great audience anyway. They love these sort of films.
Yeah.
These ones where it is, like you say, funny and horror.
Yeah.
And all the deaths in these ones are obviously
Yeah.
we've been talking about. Do you enjoy the fact that, I don't know, how gross can the things in this thing get? Because it gets pretty gross, doesn't it?
It gets very full on. Well, so far, I mean, like I said, these are the sort of, this is the sort of film that I would watch myself, And then one of the great things about, because it's going to be in cinemas as opposed to, films that are, just on DVD, is you actually get to see that reaction from the crowd. And we twice now at Fright Fest and Grim Fest up in Manchester, both times, there's a scene in it where one of the deaths, the person's killed, and then Stitches says this line after because it's all like kind of cheesy puns after each death, and he says the line, and so far every time it's with an audience, they've been applauding and cheering this death to the point this girl dies, and everyone goes, hey! And unfortunately, that's drowned out the line of the so it's kind of that's good, sort of seeing people, the real sort of horror fans have really sort of really got behind it, and they cheer and sort of. They cheer and whoop when because it's very, very, there's a lot of blood. It's very gory, but it's almost like, I think that it's so gory that even if I've talked to a few people who don't actually really like horror films, who are get scared quite easily, but they sort of enjoyed it because it's so over the top. It's to the point where it's not like, oh, that could happen. It's like, really, that's happening, and it's a bit sort of. Some of the deaths are, they're sort of cartoon. It's cartoon violence, but when it gets to the point where somebody's hand gets whacked, that sort of something like The Mask, where the hand will go big and flat. Well, it's a bit like that, but afterwards it starts bleeding and it all falls to pieces. So it's like it's like a kind of a Roadrunner style, over the top, cartoony violence, but people get hurt. Yeah.
Has it given you the taste now?